On your birthday or on any special occasions, what do you look forward for? Dear friends, welcome to Fully Alive with Irene. Back in the days when I was with the ICP in New Zealand, when in the live-in community, we have this thing that we do during birthdays. It's a time of honoring. And that's the time that I look forward for the most when it comes to celebrating my birthday. It is a time where other community members will they stand up or they sit down and they will say what they appreciate of me, what they see in me. They will affirm my belovedness. And it's often a time of blessing. For me, it's like, wow, this is really beautiful. It touches me a lot of times. Sometimes I cry because it's like, I didn't know it make a difference, but yeah, it did, Yeah, and those moments are something that I cherish a lot. And this is something that I look forward for. And when it's turn for other people's birthday, I also take the time to affirm them for who they are, honor them, the person that they are, their belovedness, specifically for the things that they've blessed me with, and how our relationship have been, the growth that they've experienced, what potential do I see in them. This is normally what I do. And that experience had taught me something very profound. Many a times, the things, the way I live is just the way I live, I didn't know whether it would bless anybody. I just took it for granted. This is just the way I am. I do things this way. And during some birthdays, people will come and tell me, Irene, I really appreciate that you did this. That blesses me, that speak to me of like how I'm loved by God. I'm like, oh, wow, really? And one of the most memorable one was a sister who was like, wow, you know what you said to me has got me to want and to desire the will to live again. I was like, whoa, that was really powerful. And all I did was like just asking a few random questions and just being a friend, a sister to that person. So it is such a blessing. It really warms my heart. It blessed me and it affirms me of who I am, of who God has made me to be and called me to be that agent of life, to be His light, so that everybody can give glory to the Father in heaven. And when we live like that, that eventually becomes my lifestyle. And probably it's also make it easier because my love language is the word of affirmation. I love being affirmed. It's kind of a second nature for me to just affirm people. And what I do in my life is that I will randomly just say thank you to people and affirm people. Like, for example, somebody who come and take our order at the table, she smile beautifully and just introduce the food that they have patiently. Wow, when I appreciate that, I will just tell them, well, thank you. Thank you, lady. I appreciate that you are smiling when you wait on me. I felt really warm. And people were like, oh, surprised at saying this. Or sometimes at the cashier, somebody who might be looking a bit down and I'll sometimes just say, your smile just now for a split second was really beautiful. It made my day. And it normally, smile even brighter, even more beautiful. That is just so awesome. I feel like this is something that we all can do. Some other things that I do is like it's more specific, like people that I know. If I've known that they have served in a certain capacity, I would be like the one who tell them, thank you so much for serving our people. This is awesome. Your work has made a difference. And even on Sundays, when the homily was very deep for me, made an impact in me, I will go to the priest after Mass and just let him know, Father, your homily made a difference in my life. What you say in this part has moved my heart and I want to change my life in this way or that way. And very often I see the response, wow, thank you. That is so encouraging. You see, we make people life by pointing out, by honoring them for the things they contribute, for who they are. They might think that it is just a little bit of things that I'm doing, just a smile maybe, But that kind of honoring does make people stay. And we like to encourage this kind of culture, the culture of honoring others, of seeing the best in others, of fishing that potential out of other people. The way I look at people is not just where they are at this moment, but more like the potential of who they can be. Has so much more when it comes to God. And one key element when it comes to honoring others, it comes to affirming others, is sincerity. When we do it sincerely, even if it's just one word or two, just a pat on the back or simple things, it is taken to the heart. And this is like the Father in heaven through us is blessing that person with this kind of affirmation. So dear friend, today or days to come, who do you want to honor? Who are you planning to honor? Maybe a random stranger, or maybe your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, or someone in your workplace. I wish you all the grace that you need, all the creativity, the words that you need to speak that abundance into the life of the person that you're honoring.